Call the member for Bowman.
Look, Deputy Speaker, the nation now is watching the weeping sore of Queensland Health, and that's Redland Hospital. I don't think we've ever seen a Labor health minister so egregiously drain a hospital service of resources, but that's exactly what's happening on the south side of Brisbane, where an extraordinary $39 million was leached from the Metro South hospital budget over the 17-18 financial year. And you'd think, having got caught out year before last by myself, they might have eased off a little. Well, the pedal did come off the floor slightly, but they took another $17 million, which over 2 years amounts to, yes, wait for this, Labor leaching $1 million every fortnight out of a hospital service. Now, how can you possibly run a hospital service with money seeping out of the budget like that? Now, let's be honest about that. It's the Commonwealth contributions, increasing $83 and $96 million in those 2 years, that pays the nurses, that keeps the lights on, that actually makes sure that we've got a hospital service at all. And you've got a free-riding state government that's not just draining our area, but they're draining Wide Bay. They're draining Central Queensland. They took $10 million out of children's health services. Added together, though, I'm standing here today because $39 million came out of my hospital services, and only 22 out of other selected parts of Queensland. Now, the excuses are appalling. I've gone in and met with the most senior economist in Queensland Health in the minister's office to have him respectfully say that it's all about paying Peter and Paul and the delayed payments from Commonwealth. Well, the delayed payments from Commonwealth don't even amount to a fraction of what's being ripped out of Redland Hospital. Let's be serious about this. This hospital can't cope as long as you're draining it like this. This hospital can't survive as long as you won't build a car park. This hospital can't serve as long as one denies it an MRI. It's all Queensland Health. Why do they attack my area? Well, let me give you a tiny hint. Of the $39 million that vanished in 17-18, $40 million of it appeared in Metro North, the Labor State Health Minister's area. We're seeing a transfusion across the bridges, basically artificially supporting Brisbane North that simply doesn't have the activity. How do I know it? Well, Commonwealth payments are based on activity. That tells us how much work's being done in each of these hospitals. I've got the busiest area in Queensland, and I'm seeing the money sucked across for political purposes. Of course, no budgets will be released. They sit on those, they hide them. They won't tell you how much money comes out of each of my Metro South hospitals. Obviously, I care about Redlands. I have to assume it's all coming from Redlands until proven otherwise. It's not that hard to release a budget. Well, after squeezing Don Brown like a wet handkerchief, we finally got the staffing budget. And guess what happens? It's going up. So what we know is that the ripping off is happening from the non-staffing budget. Please release the non-staffing budget. No luck at all. These guys are politically gimped. We have chased them at every corner of Metro South without getting an answer. This is Labor doing their political trickery and moving their infrastructure where it suits their marginal seats, and I will make sure it happens if it's the one thing I do.
Order.